It's time once again for everybody to come aboard the Raw Review train. Let's just jump right into it. We start off with Michael Cole interviewing John Cena. It's really sad when Michael Cole could cut a better promo than the number one guy in the company. Cole is just hilarious. He's a ranting, raving lunatic. I love it. I used to hate Michael Cole. I used to say he was the worst announcer, even worse than Jonathan Coachman. Well, I don't even know if I'd go that far, but he used to be a horrible announcer, bland, boring, didn't know any moves. And now he's a funny, comedic heel personality. Cena with a lot of lame-ass fucking jokes, as per usual. John Laurinaitis comes out, tells Cena he can pick any opponent tonight. He picks Michael Cole. Wow, what a main event. Good luck for those 3-hour Raws, Vince. You know, they're going to really turn out well when you're booking main events like this. Wow. You know, it's no surprise that the ratings are going down. SmackDown is as low as it's ever been. You know, Raw is not. The rating only suffers. It either stays the same or gets worse. There's no improvement ever. So there you go. That's your first segment. It was okay, thanks to Michael Cole. Made it a little bit better. In the first match, Sheamus beats Dolph Ziggler. This matchup was about as good as the one from SmackDown. Less botches, but shorter, so it kind of evened out and was almost the same thing. Ziggler's a great talent. If they do it, you know, if they handle it the right way, he could end up being WWE's next big star, the next big thing. You know, but the thing is, I mean, he jobbed twice to Sheamus, and, you know, like, they booked the same match, and it wasn't even like the match on SmackDown was that great. It was okay, much like the match here. If I were to rate it, I'd give it like 2 stars. But, you know, it was nothing really, like, amazing that they had to go back and book it again. So you know, I'm happy that Ziggler broke away from that atrocious tag team that he had with Swagger, because that was going nowhere fast. In the second match, Sin Cara beats Unico, who used to be Sin Cara Negro, the fake Sin Cara. This was a really short match, but a good one. Unico shows why he deserves to be on TV just as much as Sin Cara. You know, people would knock this and say it's a spot fest, but, you know, there's always a lack of athleticism in WWE nowadays, and Sin Cara provides that. So spot fest or not, I like spot fest because they're few and far between, and there was no botches that I could see in this match, so it was good. Sin Cara hits a face buster after a spinning head scissors. It's a combination move. You know, not the best looking finisher, but, you know, it's okay. So Sin Cara gets the win there. I'd actually give this match 2 stars also. So, you know, pretty good way to start off. Ryback. This is Ryback's first Raw appearance. Squashes 2 jobbers. You know, this is really getting tiresome already. It's not really all that impressive to see Ryback squashing 2 jobbers, 2 guys that look like they weigh about 150 pounds apiece. I mean, you know, the double muscle buster is pretty impressive, but aside from that, you know, we're not really seeing anything that's really different in these matches. There's like one new move, and, you know, this is not really a good sign if Skip Sheffield's a good wrestler or not. You know, because this is just like squash matches. He hasn't had a real opponent. I mean, we got to see him against a guy like Ziggler or Swagger. He's got to go about, you know, 10 minutes at the very least to see, you know, so we can really rate him and get an idea of what kind of a wrestler he is. I haven't seen any of his FCW matches. I'm sure a lot of you fanboys out there are going to say, you didn't see his FCW matches. Like, I can't really comment. You know, shut up. You know something? WWE's already had 3 months of Ryback, and we haven't seen anything different. It's a fucking repeat. Just like the card is tonight. I mean, it's like a repeat. Because, like, look what's coming up next. Kane defeats CM Punk in a rematch from SmackDown. This matchup was worse than the one they had on SmackDown. The one on SmackDown was like a 2-star match. This matchup was a lot slower, and Punk goes up for the Macho Elbow, totally misses it. I'm a Punk fan, but Jesus Christ, this is his signature move, and he fucking missed it. He was way off the mark. He had Kane so close to the ropes. I don't know if he was too close for CM Punk's comfort, and it was just out of his comfort zone, couldn't hit it, but he botched it. It looked horrible, and he goes for the pin anyway. It just looked fucking awful. Daniel Bryan tries to interfere. AJ jumps on the apron. There's crazy fucking madness all over the place. Punk goes outside the ring to deal with Daniel Bryan. Gets back in the ring, gets chokeslammed for the pinfall victory from Kane. It wasn't a good matchup. Just a really slow, boring, lethargically placed, botched match. So, nothing really great here. You start off the night with 2 great matches, then you get the same old shit from Ryback, and now this disappointing Punk match. This is just gonna be horrible. Come No Way Out. No one wants to see this triple threat match with Kane. They say he hasn't won the WWE title in 14 years. Yeah, he's been Kane for more than 14 years. Do you think it's maybe time that we've had enough of Kane, maybe? I mean, look, they're kind of giving it away right there. 14 years ago, it should be goodbye already. It's enough with fucking Kane. Stale character. In the next segment, we get Big Show. This is probably the best promo he gave because it was a tape segment and they were able to edit it, and they showed his destruction as he was talking. They made it look a lot better in the video if you didn't see any of this stuff, and it was okay. I mean, I think it was probably the best promo that he's had since his heel turn, but nothing really that great. They made it look a little bit better just through the through the magic of video editing. And the next match, we got Kofi Kingston and R-Truth defeating Hawkins and Tyler Rex. They entered the ring. Truth and Kofi did, and then the commercial break, and then they're already in their match with Hawkins and Rex. This is stupid. I'm really surprised at Kofi because he usually, delivers in the ring, and he did offense-wise. This is a real short match, so, it wasn't that great or anything. But they were all bandaged up from getting beat up by the Big Show, and they didn't sell for shit. Kofi Kingston had his ribs all taped up. He comes off the top rope with a cross body and hits Hawkins, and he doesn't even fucking hold his ribs or anything to sell it. Truth, his shoulder is busted. He goes for the I think it was the lie detector, it used to be called, that spinning forearm, which would really affect someone's shoulder when they fall down and hit the mat, or even just hitting it from impact. Didn't sell anything. Kofi and Truth are all falling down, and they're not even selling. Just a fucking atrocious performance here. So, some okay offense, Kofi with the high-flying offense, but this was just ridiculous. No one cares about Hawkins and Rex. They're just jobbers that are on NXT. They're on the internet. They just threw them here because there's no other tag teams for them to fight. They're not ready to commit to Primo and Epico. They didn't even show them tonight, even with Abraham Washington. So they're not even really behind them 100%. They're not ready for a rivalry. So, just a waste. Just a really fucking throwaway match here. Just a waste of time. Next up is the CENA and Cole match. But wait, Laurinaitis comes out. And throughout the night, I gotta say, Cole's being hilarious, really whining, calling Laurinaitis on the phone, begging not to have the match. I mean, Cole's a good actor. I like him. He's a comedic personality. I enjoy Cole as a commentator and as a character that's just part of the roster. but Laurinaitis comes out and says that the Cole Cena match will only take place if Cena can defeat his opponent tonight. And who do you think it is? Tensai. Yeah, I know, me too. I thought we were through with Tensai. I thought we were never going to hear from him again. I thought he got banished to Superstars forever. But guess what? He's back. And even though WWE officially deemed him a flop, you can check it out on any wrestling news website, deemed a flop in the eyes of talent relations and WWE in general. Tensai is a flop. They relegated him to Superstars status, internet show, B-show status, and now he's back. This match was fucking atrocious, boring, lame, typical Tensai, predictable offense. Nothing to write home here about. Cena gets the win with the FU. Clean pinfall victory. Just boring. Send him back down to the Bush Leagues. It's just a disaster. It's fucking Prince Albert. What do you expect? It's never going to work. Give up on it already. And all you Tensai fans could fucking kiss my ass because he's fucking lame as shit. And he proved it right here. So anyway, we get our Cena-Cole match. Cole tries to run away. And he's funny, Cole. But anyway, Cena grabs him. Tears his clothes off like he's a homosexual. Throws him down. Lawler's conveniently got some barbecue sauce from JR underneath. He takes him. He makes him apologize to Lawler and JR. And then he takes the barbecue sauce and sprinkles it all over Michael Cole. Who the fuck wants to see Michael Cole covered in barbecue sauce in his underwear? This is like some fucking weird porno. It's just ridiculous. The man running around in his underwear covered in barbecue sauce. This is not for kids. This is PG. This is I wouldn't even want to see this if this was TV 14. It's fucking atrocious. It's one of the worst things since I saw Michael Cole get raped by Heidenreich when he got anally raped backstage, if you can remember that. I know 2004 Cole and they want their reference back, but I think it really applies. Anyway, Tensai comes out, hits him with the Baldo bomb. Cole scurries to get the pinfall, kicks out. That was pretty funny. This wasn't really funny, but Cole really tried to help it along with, in a comedic fashion. He goes for the fire extinguisher that Cena pulled out from under the ring. He tries to hit him with it, but gets FU'd. And yeah, that's it. That's the end of the feel-good moment. Typical of the PG era. Feel-good moment. So yeah, that's it. I forgot to mention in the show they announced that Vince McMahon is going to evaluate John Laurinaitis next week. I never thought that I would be happier to see Vince McMahon. Finally, somebody with some personality. I mean, we haven't seen Vince McMahon in a while, so it'll be refreshing to see that. My God, though, this show started off well, but just deteriorating to shit. The Kane Punk match was just, that botch there with the elbow was an embarrassment. It was slow, boring. You had some random Ryback squash and Kofi in the tag match that nobody cared about. The Cena Tensai, Cena Cole stuff was just fucking lame PG era bullshit. What the fuck is WWE gonna do? They've got 3 hours to fill. Come next month, they're in a lot of fucking trouble. So Vince McMahon next week, this show is like it started off well. I don't know really what to say. If you should go back and watch it if you missed it, really not worth it. Nothing too fantastic here. So if you missed it, then good. Read the results or listen to this video. Just just a real disappointment. Really garbage main event. They really don't have that many great guys on the roster at the moment. It's just a really disappointing time in WWE, and the future looks grim. Maybe Vince McMahon can brighten it up next week, but I doubt it.